All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, salutations to the hopeful elect that's fighting the good fight of faith and truth, in sincerity and wholeheartedly. Shalom to the Akwath, which is the women believers. Shalom to you. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Now, part one got erased. Guess it was too much information. But to summarize part one, when it comes to the eclipse, so this man, as you will see in these series of videos that I have to show you, he was talking about how, he got a friend on the inside in the military telling him what can transpire on the eclipse. So basically, in part one, he was talking about how it could be a biological attack while people are actually, looking at the solar eclipse. And then he was talking about also a possible terrorist attack. And these migrants that's over here, that have been coming over here by the millions for years, but now it's finally being highlighted. They're not here for no reason. So you remember the Lord did say, before the great and dreadful day, you will see signs in the heavens. So this could be the start of it. But I'm going to show you these videos and get a couple scriptures, and Lord willing, you get some edification out of this.
On people while the solar eclipse is freaking happening. Yes, I just said that while the solar eclipse is happening. And you're like, okay, well, where are they going to do that? Well, all the people out for the solar eclipse, I'm potentially believing could be targets. Okay, so this is not speculation. This is totally inside information about what they said. And they're talking about how the first responders' mental health, they need to prepare because their mental health is going to be very, very, out of whack after this. So when he told me that they potentially might be doing a biological attack, that's the intel. Who's going to be doing it? I don't know. But however, I looked deeper, and then I seen that 3 weeks ago, none of us was paying attention to the fact that the FBI just had a training drill for a biological attack, and they're getting hospitals ready for it. So I want you to look at this video clip real quick and just look at what we all missed and how this lines up with the agenda.
Staff at multiple local hospitals are now better prepared to handle a potential emergency. The FBI spent time in 3 ERs today in our area, walking doctors, nurses, and other staff through what they could do in case of a bioterrorism disaster. 11 News reporter Elmer Mejia Segastumi is joining me live from Penrose Hospital, one of the locations that participated. An agent with the FBI told you that disasters like these help improve communications, or disaster exercises, I should say, help improve communication among staff and others.
Adam, a hospital official says that these drills are important in keeping the staff on their toes and prepared. They say the staff hospital does numerous drills throughout the years. It helps them determine what needs the hospital may have depending on the situation. Special Agent David Autry says no drill ever goes 100% perfectly, but they consider every drill a success because it helps them identify the things the FBI and hospitals need to improve on. Hospital officials say the disaster scenario was a toxin put in people's milk. The goal was to monitor how departments and agencies communicated with one another.
There's a need for all of us. There's no one single agency that can handle this alone. Again, we handle that law enforcement investigation, the lead from the federal side, but that includes our state and local partners from law enforcement, it includes public health. When you look at a WND event, it's going to require all partners to come together.
The FBI and local hospitals say that after these disaster scenario exercises,
all partners to come together.
The FBI and local hospitals say that after these disaster scenario exercises,
chat. Now, I have so much more to tell you. But please, while we're live right now, while you're watching this, share this out, more importantly, to your friends, to your family, to all the people that's going to be going to this solar eclipse, so we can potentially avert them getting hit with biological materials that is probably going to be dispersed on crowds when this event happens. That's the inside intel, and there's more intel than that we're finna get to right now. Target list, let's talk about how they're telling law enforcement.
Oh yeah, now I remember. Also in part 1 that they took down, they said that the people that they are targeting are, people who go against the government, anti-vaxxers, Trumpsters, people like that. Because this devil, he want to harm anybody that don't go with his agenda. So that's another information that was in the first part. I wish I could it was more in the first part, but they took it down. But that's why I got the rest.
In this meeting with Homeland Security, they're telling them on the population that, hey, look, we need you to enforce information because during the last pandemic, everything got...
My new book, Keyboard Rich, How Anyone Can Earn Six Figures from Home with a Simple Book.
Last pandemic, everything got out of hand. We need you to track their cell phones, which they did in the last pandemic. We need you to basically be in control. And why you think all the communication systems are upgrading? You see all the...
Now this says improvements to county emergency communication towers making process.
County saying, oh, we got to upgrade the communication systems. And then you see where they're having all these meetings and stuff like that for the communication systems. So, the reason they don't want any communication between us because they said how the public was distrusting all of them.
Oh yeah, and remember, I'm pretty sure, if you are in the truth and you watch men who are in the truth, you've been seeing videos about this for the past basically 2 weeks. And there's a lot of information coming out about, they even talking about it could be power outages. So they can use the solar eclipse, as an excuse for power outages. And, hey man, it really might be an event, but you know how Esau do. It's a lot of information coming out about what could potentially happen on this day. So, something might not happen, but the actual solar eclipse is going to happen. It's still a sign. The Lord said that we're going to see signs in heaven, before all hell break loose. So the sign is the sign, but the events that may be associated with the sign, it may not come to pass. But we still have to report on these things because we are the newscasters. All right, that is the job of a prophet to say before.
How we distrusted them during the ongoing operations of the first pandemic, because we're not just talking about what's happening in the solar eclipse, we're talking about the potential next plan, which he gets into here, and he talks about every single virus they talk about. And when I'm looking here, that's because I got this list. I told you I took notes. I wrote down all this stuff when he was talking to me on this phone call. So the communication basically is the reason why emergency stuff is coming out right now is because we're not going to have communication with each other. They're going to make sure that he said it's only going to be cell phone communication. Like you're going to get emergency alert. The emergency systems, like I was saying, they're not going to be able to be, like, you're going to have your Faraday bag ready because the tracking system, somebody says, thank you, Stephen, appreciate you, no problem. So the emergency systems, you need to get your Faraday bags ready because they're going to be tracking you actively. They're going to be looking into that. They're going to be basically trying as much as possible to get who's on the target list.
We are not no doomsday prepper. Our preparation is centered around the faith of the Lord, and we understand the word and what he said he was going to do for us in these times.
So the next thing is they talked about a lot of different virus things, virus scenarios. We want to get into that right now. And he was talking about the deer situation, right? The zombie deer thing. He said that was one thing that they said was going to jump to humans, and basically since that's in a lab somewhere,
I got interrupted.
You already know what's going on with that. They're whipping it up, and they're going to try to make something jump. The sheriff.
Now, with this biological terrorist attack, oh, that's what it was about part one. So part one, it talks about the after effects of the biological attack that could possibly happen. And it's like basically some type of zombie apocalypse, which years ago I came across that information. If I'm not mistaken, I think I did a video on it, but it's called Con Plan 888. So that's the next video that I'm gonna show you. So the reason that the video that we just saw, part two, was going into like the hospitals preparing, you know, if something like this happened. So this is the scenario.
What is classified?
This video right here, this video is like, I'm pretty sure you may have seen this, but everything is classified. Everything that he's saying is like, just listen.
91, the Homeland Terrorism Preparedness Bill.
So the Homeland Terrorist Preparedness Bill, which is a thing, which is, you know, as it say in Isaiah 10:1, you know, woe to them that make unrighteous decrees, whom they prescribed. So these things are already on the books. They just waiting for the right false flag to implement these things. So Homeland Terrorist Preparedness Bill. Now listen to this shit.
Said bill requests emergency response funding up to and including, I'm sorry, this section is classified, dollars to prepare for a national level terrorist attack and or attack from classified. Funding for first response.
And I really wish that they'd stop doing videos with music. It's so annoying, but you know how it is, whatever.
Personnel and vehicles would be doubled if said attack leads to more than 80% of national population being affected by classified. This funding shall commence in conjunction with the first attack on classified or the first large-scale outbreak of classified.
You see, everything is classified, but wait till he get to urban communities.
Dependent upon which comes first. Civilian and military units shall be trained in containment and combat of classified, including irradiated classified, with possibility of classified airborne, classified flesh eating, classified
flesh eating. Now that's a, you know, when you watch zombie movies, what it looks like. Look like humans with flesh hanging off of them.
And or all of the above in such event as classified spewing, classified escape, are released or otherwise become uncontrollable. Air Force units may also be directed to combat said classified due to their enormous size and otherworldly strengths. Should event occur in urban areas? Jesus.
Let's go back. Yeah, Jacob's trouble, baby.
To combat said classified due to their enormous size and otherworldly strengths. Should event occur in urban areas? Jesus. That's classified, far surpassing our darkest nightmares. Should casualties exceed classified, body disposal actions shall be halted and associated resources shall be reallocated to classified underground, classified protected birthing centers. A new Bill of Rights shall be drafted and approved by classified.
NWO.
Having now reviewed the bill, I ask you to please cast your votes.
What is...
The U.S. military actually has a plan for a zombie apocalypse, and this is it. As part.
And all you people who took the juicy juice, remember all the information that came out about the juicy juice, how, you know, electric electromagnetic waves and how it could be controlled. But I ain't gonna say too much because I got a video taken down before. But yeah, all you people who took the juicy juice, these are the people that it's going to affect. It's something inside y'all, man.
The military's role to plan for every possible contingency, including the undead rising from their graves. This is Contingency Plan 8888. It was devised as a way to help new war planners hone their skills, using the ludicrous example of zombies as a template. But the plan is both credible and fully functional. The plan accounts for everything from pathogenic viral zombies to evil magic zombies.
Now, this video is a little comedic, but this actually is a real thing. This is the only thing that I can really find that, that was quick, straight to the point. But yeah, this is what they're saying, that people, hey man, this is the prince of the power of the air, the scripture says. This dude deals with frequencies. He could play on your mind. He could turn you in. Matter of fact, even certain drugs, you had people eating people's face off at one point in time, if you remember that. So yeah, this is not no fairy tale. This is the devil that we're dealing with.
As a 6-stage response. This includes a planning stage, a deterrent stage, a seize the initiative stage, a dominant stage, a stabilization stage, and finally, a normalization stage. The plan is hefty and comprehensive, considering everything from vectors of infection to a return to normal life afterwards. So it's ready to use at a moment's notice. Let's just hope they never need to use it. The U.S. military actually has...
Just to get 2 scriptures, because the video already long enough. But, man, this is just the beginning of sorrows, man. So it says, behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. Because you got to understand that with this event, since so-called 2024, because we understand that the real new year starts in the spring. But according to Esau's new year, from 2024, January 1st, it been shit going down. All right. So it's going to continue to intensify. So the plagues is not, it's another word I was looking for. But anyways, but the plagues it's not lacking. All right. It's going to intensify. It says, as when a woman with child is in her 9th month, bringeth forth her son, 2 or 3 hours of her great pains could pass her womb, which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. Okay. So Jacob's trouble is the world's trouble. That's what people need to understand. Jacob is the focal point of that trouble. As you heard, the man that was going through all the classified things, and when he got to the urban communities, he said, Jesus. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you Jake out there who want to keep playing and don't want to repent, want to continue to live your life and think you're going, because you're going to be calling on the Lord real soon, asking for help, begging for help, but it's going to be too late. So like I said, I was only going to get 2. So it said, alas, for that day is great, so that is none like it is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he, which is the elect, shall be saved out of it. So all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Hey, let's see what's going to go down. But remember, we have Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, who controls life and death. Shalom.